I want a motherfucking press pass.
I want to welcome Secretary Clinton once again to Jerusalem. I want to thank President Obama, you and the American government and people for their strong support for Israel in this hour of need. I want to also thank you especially for your support of Iron Dome. It's been saving lives, and we are in a battle to save lives. One of the things that we're doing is trying to resist and counter a terrorist barrage which is aimed directly at our civilians, and doing so by minimizing civilian casualties, whereas the terrorist enemies of Israel are doing everything in their power to maximize the number of civilian casualties. Obviously, no country can tolerate a wanton attack on its civilians. Now, if there's a possibility of achieving a long-term solution to this problem through diplomatic means, we prefer that. But if not, I'm sure you understand that Israel will have to take whatever action is necessary to defend its people. This is something that I don't have to explain to Americans. I know that President Obama, you and the American people understand that perfectly well. And I thank you once again for your support. Welcome to Jerusalem.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister. I look forward to a productive discussion this evening at such a critical moment for Israel and the region. President Obama asked me to come to Israel with a very clear message. America's commitment to Israel's security is rock solid and unwavering. That is why we believe it is essential to de-escalate the situation in Gaza. The rocket attacks from terrorist organizations inside Gaza on Israeli cities and towns must end, and a broader calm restored. The goal must be a durable outcome that promotes regional stability and advances the security and legitimate aspirations of Israelis and Palestinians alike. President Obama has emphasized these same points in his multiple conversations with President Morsi of Egypt, and we appreciate President Morsi's personal leadership and Egypt's efforts thus far. As a regional leader and neighbor, Egypt has the opportunity and responsibility to continue playing a crucial and constructive role in this process. I will carry this message to Cairo tomorrow. I will also be consulting with President Abbas in Ramallah. Let me also say, to echo the Prime Minister, I am very pleased that the Iron Dome defense system is performing so well. Our partnership in support of this system represents America's enduring commitment to the safety and security of the Israeli people and to Israel's right to defend itself. But no defense is perfect, and our hearts break for the loss of every civilian, Israeli and Palestinian, and for all those who have been wounded or who are living in fear and danger. I know today was a difficult day, and I offer my deepest condolences to the loved ones of those who were lost and injured. In the end, there is no substitute for security and for a just and lasting peace, and the current crisis certainly focuses us on the urgency of this broader goal. So in the days ahead, the United States will work with our partners here in Israel and across the region toward an outcome that bolsters security for the people of Israel, improves conditions for the people of Gaza, and moves toward a comprehensive peace for all people of the region. And I thank you, Prime Minister, for your hospitality.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
3, 2, 4, 5. We live. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we go into deep, detailed dive in the politics from the hood point of view.
Turn my mic up a little bit.
I'm Rabbit Jones.
And I am Tony Lee, #1 soul brother.
And this is Hoodview Politics.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Welcome, everybody, from all walks of you. You know what I'm saying? That
Something like
love
that.
politics. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give it to you raw in a different way. You know what I'm saying? That. Now, as y'all can see at the beginning of this thing, this Gaza thing been going on for a while in Israel. Right?
About a year like this.
And as you can see there, Hillary Clinton and Netanyahu.
Bitch.
Did I say that shit right?
Netanyahu.
Netanyahu.
Netanyahu. Let's call him Benji.
You know, they had a plan. Everything was set. Now, this is an Obama administration. You know, every administration look at things different and attack things different or care about shit less or more than other administrations. That's just how it is. So when you vote for people, you gotta know what they care about first, because then you know what they be doing when they're in office. You know what I'm saying? So if we say here, we had this Israel and Gaza situation. Me personally, I think Israel doing way more than what they need to be doing. They overstepping their boundaries. That's just me, right? Instead of trying to find a peaceful way to end this stuff, they want to show that they supposed to be powerful or some bullshit. I don't agree with that. And I don't think that motherfucking Biden should go down the road of trying to defend Israel when they start trying to be bullies, bro. So fuck them when they try to be bullies. If you want to have peace in Gaza, we got a plan for that. Do that. Their plan is to motherfucking just destroy Hamas, destroy this, destroy that. All this got to happen, and everybody got to be taught this and that and that. It's like Israel, bro. All we need is peace first. You gotta listen to mans and shit. It's like, bro, what are we doing that new?
But you ain't gonna get no peace. You ain't gonna get no peace till you done till Hamas is destroyed.
The nigga named Netanyahu. What is his name?
Netanyahu.
Yeah, it's like, come on, bro.
You're not gonna never get no peace over there until, for one, you gotta get rid of Hamas. And you gotta do something with Iran, who's backing Hamas. So until that happens, you ain't gonna have no peace. And for that to happen, they gonna get what they want, all out war. And that ain't what you really trying to have over in that region. Really, that region, you ain't really trying to have no all out war. But I mean, like I said, it's complicated because you want Israel to fuck up Hamas, but you don't want Israel to fuck up the Palestinians. Now, everybody blaming Israel and mad at Israel because Israel over there trying to fuck up Hamas, but it's a lot of collateral damage, if that's what you call it. I don't really want to call it. So this is a lot of innocent Palestinians getting hurt and killed in the process. But that's their government, which is Hamas, put them in that situation. This is what the people that support the Palestinian people, and they don't realize, I don't know if they don't realize, don't want to realize, or don't give a fuck. Hamas attacked Israel unprovoked, as they've been doing for the longest time. They've been firing rockets over there in them people's country for the longest time. And then you had this attack on October 7th, which was uncalled for, unnecessary, and was some sneaky shit to do. Hamas did that. Hamas is the government, is the ruling government in Palestine. So everybody mad at Israel because Israel, like we tired of this shit, and we gonna wipe these motherfuckers off the earth. But Hamas is not. They didn't give a fuck about the Palestinian people that they put in harm's way. They intentionally putting these people in harm's way, backed by the Iranians. But people mad at Israel because look, if motherfucker come over here and attacked us, well, when we got attacked on 9/11, we went over that motherfucker and wiped everybody out. We went over to Afghanistan and did what we had to do. Even went and motherfucking took out Saddam Hussein and went up in Iraq, which by all intents and purposes didn't have shit to do with it.
I get that, right? I understand. Like just now, when you just seen that clip with Hillary Clinton and Notting Hill, you got a plan of peace, right? That it's a plan laid out. Well, that was Obama. I gotta say that first. Obama laid out a plan for peace, right? And this person, once you choose to say, "Nah, I want these stipulations," it's like that's not peace. That's you causing more conflict, right? Like, can we start with peace and then we can do the other stuff?
What? How are you gonna attack them people? How are you gonna attack somebody? And then you gonna think how are you gonna attack me? But you think you're gonna dictate the terms of peace?
No, the problem is they're attacking parts of land that they think they own, though.
What?
So we need to find out who really owns what. That means you gotta relax, sit back, and hold on, so we can talk. You know what I'm saying?
But see, this is where people are really getting confused, and it's this attack here and what's going over there right now. It ain't about the land. It ain't about a two-state solution. It's about,
exactly.
It's about what it's about is Hamas has been labeled a terrorist organization, and they've been labeled a terrorist organization for the longest time. This shit ain't new.
But Pakistanis and China is supporting them and giving them funds.
Right.
Allegedly.
Well, we know definitely the Iranians. Definitely, because they've been fighting a proxy war.
Speaking of the Iranians,
they've been fighting a proxy war for the longest time for the Iranians. And if y'all don't know what a proxy war is, that means the Iranians basically to pay them to do shit that they ain't gonna do. And they paying them and getting Hamas to do shit that they don't want to do or they scared to do because of shit
like a militant army.
Yeah. Like because they don't want shit, they don't want the heat over there where they at. But if people look, I can tell you how the motherfucker get to stop this shit right now.
I think that was a good plan that Hillary and Obama just had.
But see, it's gonna take for this to happen. It's gonna take an uprising of the Palestinian people do not want Hamas as their government.
But you gotta realize, you one key thing in that meeting what he had with Hillary too. He said at the end that y'all gotta understand as Americans that we're gonna do whatever we can to defend our land. Right? He made that clear at the end, which tells me that no matter what, we still want to just start doing what we want to do. It's not work together to end this problem. It's like, bruh, everybody thinks this one land is theirs. Can we find a way to solve this? Can we sit down and talk about this without blowing up people that has nothing to do with this?
But you're not going to solve this with Hamas running Palestine and Gaza. You are not. And the only way you're really going to solve this is this. This is what needs to happen. The Palestinian people are going to have to rise up against that government and get the fuck rid of them. True. That's the only way it's going to happen. Because look, as long as shit keep going on, you can negotiate a ceasefire tomorrow, and this won't be the first ceasefire. This won't be the first any negotiation to have no conflict over there. It won't be the first time this happened. It'll go down. It'll go down. It can go down tomorrow. And you know what? In a few months or whatever, Hamas gonna do that shit again. They're gonna start flying rockets back over there. They're gonna start doing a little slick shit.
Yeah.
It's going to happen because it's been happening for umpteen years. This ain't nothing new. But the Israeli people and Netanyahu has said, look, fuck this shit. It was one thing when y'all was, just firing a few rockets over here and one thing, blah, 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 we'll fire a few rockets back or whatever the fuck. That's one thing. But this time, y'all did a full-on attack and y'all crossed the line and invaded their country, basically, and took people. You took some Israeli people, and you took some Americans. Y'all kidnapped these people out of fucking Israel and took them over to another country. Not only that, you killed a lot of these people, and these people are sick and tired of it. Now, what need to happen, and this is for all the people that support the Palestinians, because I feel for the Palestinians too. And every time somebody say, it seems like somebody would say something about supporting Israel, or that Israel got a right to defend themselves, then that means you anti-Palestinian. No, you're not. That doesn't mean you anti-Palestinian. It means, look, the Palestinian people do not want a Hamas ruling over them. They want them people gone. And the only way they're going to get gone is for the Palestinian people to rise up. And if the Palestinian people rise up, they will get the help that they need to get rid of these mofos. But until they do that, for whatever reason, they probably scared or think if it don't work, then they gotta suffer the repercussions that's coming from Hamas. Yeah. I understand that part. Yeah. I fully understand that part, because that's what happened in dictatorships and autocratic governments and shit like that.
And the hood too.
Right. So I understand where you're coming from with that. But at some point, they gonna have to rise up and say, fuck this shit. We tired of this shit too. And then get rid of them damn people. That's what's gonna have to happen. Other than that, it's every time you go on social media and you go on you look on the news and it's Israeli people and doing this and they shouldn't do that. And I agree. It's some shit that you shouldn't be doing. But them people was attacked. And the first thing you got to realize is they have a right to defend themselves. But the people that are running that country put them people in that situation that they putting them in and don't care. And it's been proven time and time again. Like when the hospital got bombed, they blamed the Israelis, and it was a rocket from fucking Hamas that did it. And that wasn't the only time. So they over there killing their own people too. But they're putting it out. They're putting out propaganda, like the propaganda they put out that Israel killed a whole lot of people, and it was some old ass footage from years ago. But they putting it out like it's new. So
that's cool. We all understand that angle.
Yeah.
But it has to be some peaceful situations coming somewhere. If you take that angle, then you're gonna always be clashing. Like somewhere along the line, the leaders of these countries gotta take their people into consideration and be like, I need to save as many people as possible. Period.
And that should be on Hamas.
Because it's on Netanyahu, whatever the fuck his name is. He is in control of a country of people that has nothing to do with the fuck he doing right now, right?
I understand.
So when I got kids going to school, I got motherfuckers just going to work that has nothing to do with the fuck Netanyahu is doing. You need to protect these people. They don't need to be blown the fuck up, going to school, going to work. They have nothing to do with this. So get the peaceful shit first. Once you satisfy the peaceful part, then we can start negotiating, bro. You need people to go to work, go to school, have a life, period, without this war shit.
I feel you on that. But if I attack you, and then blah blah blah, whatever happened, we squash the beef. We squash the beef. Everything we think everything cool. Then I attack you again. Just out of nowhere, I just jump on you again.
Are they guidelines set?
Hold on.
We haven't said anything. So of course you will
It's
get
been
continued.
guidelines set for years.
No, they never agreed to anything.
Look, dude, I'm telling you.
We just played a clip with Hillary Clinton and that
this
new
goes
who.
back-
He
this
didn't
goes
agree
back-
to the final
But this goes back
Obama
even
joint.
before. This goes back to even before the Obama administration.
That was
This
11
goes back-
years ago. We don't need to go no further than
No,
that.
No. But you got the history plays a point in this because look, if I keep jumping on you, and okay, we'll come to an agreement. Okay, we cool now. Then all of a sudden, I'm just gonna keep jumping on you. At some point, you're gonna get tired of me jumping on you, and you're gonna say, "Fuck this shit. This nigga gonna stop jumping on me, and I'm gonna keep this motherfucker off me any type of way I can." That's just the way they feel.
Yeah, but if you was keeping me off you protecting kids and infants and motherfucking pets, I would get it.
Okay.
You feel me now?
Okay.
It's like
I
you
feel
gotta stop
I
and
feel
say
you on that.
it ain't just me no
I
more.
feel you.
You
I
feel me
you
now?
on that.
I'm
I feel-
protecting people.
I feel you on that.
So I'm
But now
responsible
answer me
for
this
people's
question.
lives.
But
bro.
now answer me this question. Did Hamas feel the same way on
You
October
can't worry
7th?
about Hamas.
No. Did Hamas feel the same way on October 7th when they ran up in them people's countries and fired all them motherfucking missiles and rockets and shit and went over there to that motherfucking music festival, killed all them people, kidnapped
True.
all them people, and killed all them kids and shit that was over there? Did
True.
they think about
True.
that shit then?
True. You can't name nobody here in Hamas that's responsible for anybody.
Did they?
The problem is
so-
Netanyahu
So
is responsible for a whole fucking country and
True.
millions of people that's living their fucking life.
okay,
It has
and
nothing to
so-
do with this
and-
shit.
And so is Hamas.
And half
And so is
and
Hamas.
90% of them don't even go to Gaza.
And so is Hamas.
90% of that
cannot-
country don't even have nothing to do with Gaza. So
You
why the
cannot-
fuck are they getting blown the fuck up?
Look, you cannot. And I feel I get how they feel. You want me to have mercy on you, but you don't never want to never have mercy on me. You want to do what you want to do to me, and then when I get to put the foot in your ass, now all of a sudden you want me to have mercy. All the things that they over there crying about, they didn't cry about that shit on October the motherfucking 7th. They celebrated what they did on October 7th. That's what they did. They celebrated what they did. This was our 9/11. This was all this bullshit that they were saying. They didn't motherfucking give a fuck about the innocent kids that they killed. Them people that just went out for a day to enjoy themselves at a music festival. They didn't give a fuck about all them people they fired hundreds of fucking rockets and shit over there. They didn't care. But now that you're getting foot up in your ass.
Let me ask you this. If Netanyahu was to sit down with them and have a whole deal, would they still be blowing people up?
Eventually.
Again, if a deal was set in concrete, then now the world will be fucking against Hamas.
But you had this
Even
before.
motherfucking Muslims will be against
This
them
is
now
the problem.
because you set a deal and then you're going against it.
But this is the problem. They did it umpteen times. They have did it. They
No.
have went over there.
Hamas ain't never signed no deals.
Hamas has been firing motherfucking rockets over there.
Yeah,
Into
they never sat down and
Well,
set
hold
a
up.
deal out.
But they
Ever.
have sat down and they came to an agreement or whatever. Blah blah blah.
The
We're not going to do
the
this.
ceasefire,
We're not gonna
yeah.
do this. We know. Okay, that's still a deal.
No, that's not no deal.
Okay, but this is the problem. Motherfucking Israel ain't the ones that firing the shit over in them. They're firing the shit over in Israel.
And I need
Israel, and
Okay.
everybody saying Israel shouldn't do this. Okay, I feel you, and I'm with you on some of the shit. But it comes
At
to
some
a
point
that you get tired of these people killing your people.
and at some point, Netanyahu
And
gonna have to realize
look,
that he's responsible for millions
look,
and millions of people,
Netanyahu,
not just whoever
Netanyahu-
on the border of Gaza.
Netanyahu, look, Netanyahu is prime minister of motherfucking Israel. He is the HNIC. He's the man in charge. He's equivalent over there of what Joe Biden is over there.
So do he want to show he got a bigger dick,
hold on.
bigger dick than Hamas, or he want to save his people?
Hold on. Your main thing and your main responsibility as president, captain, prime minister, whatever you want to call it. If you run in the country and you in charge of the country and the people put you in charge, your number one responsibility is to protect your people and protect your country. You got to protect your citizens. And it's to the point that the man and the people of Israel are tired of these people. These people sitting over there doing nothing. They ain't fucking with nobody, trying to live a peaceful fucking
Striking
life.
a deal is doing that.
But it takes two to strike the
Protecting
deal.
your people.
It
Not
takes
just
two to
blowing
strike
people
the
up.
deal.
You gotta realize fighting motherfuckers and blowing them back up does not protect your people, bro. And once they realize that, they will be good.
But you gotta talk. You
You gotta strike a deal that the world.
got to talk to Hamas about
All right,
this
cool.
because
Hold on.
they are the ones that keep starting this shit.
All right, cool.
They are backed by another country. They are being used by Iran. They are being funded by Iran to do this shit that they do.
Cool.
And until you eliminate these people, and until you do something about the shit that Iran is doing over there, you are never going to have peace. Because you know what's going to happen? Once Hamas is gone, another motherfucker, the Houthis are going to rise up, and it's several motherfucking of these militia type motherfucking groups over there that Iran is fucking with, that they using. So if one is gone, they'll use another one.
All right.
So you have to.
If you Hamas or whoever the fuck over there causing mischief, if you sign a deal is signed.
True.
Therefore, the world sees a deal signed. The world sees there should be peace in this atmosphere. If anything happens after this deal, the world see it's Hamas. It's the fucking problem. Right now, hold on. We get that.
Hold on. The longest time.
Hold on. We get that.
So
but right now, hold on.
A piece of paper don't mean shit.
It is. It do.
It doesn't.
Let me finish.
Oh, go ahead.
Because once you see having where you see the world see clear that somebody breaking the peace, then you lose Muslims. Then you lose countries that's backing Hamas. That's the key point. Now get it in the open. See who want peace and who fucking want to continue the catastrophe of killing people. Once that's clear around the world, and on top of that, you could then get countries together now to go into this thing. If they continue the bullshit after the motherfucking, it's clear that they signed a deal. They the assholes. Now we get 9-10 countries behind us now to go in there and really erase their asses. That's the key of motherfucker whoever lead Israel got to understand. Peace first. Save your people first. You can't be the nigga with the biggest dick because you're going to lose.
Nobody in the region. It is only a select few that want this. It may be the Saudis and it may be another country or two. Nobody wants peace. They want Israel gone. That is the problem.
That's cool.
No.
But once the world knows who the asshole is, we know who the asshole is.
If you come out and say, which the Iranians have said, Hamas has said, and there's several other countries and groups over there, there's plenty of us say that their main objective is the complete eradication of Israel from the map.
And Israel,
that's a non-starter.
And Israel,
and a piece of paper
and
saying
Israel
that,
saying
we gonna do this, and we ain't gonna do this.
True.
We know.
And Israel said they want to wipe them out.
And the main shit starter over there is not Hamas. Hamas is being used. The main shit starter over there is Iran.
But both of these people end goals are to eradicate each other. So that's no end goal.
That's not true.
What do you mean?
It's not true.
Israel want to eradicate them.
Yeah, because they keep fucking with them.
And they want to eradicate the whole country of Israel,
Look,
right?
If these people are sitting over there, if Israel goal is over there in the Middle East is to live in peace. That's always been their goal.
No.
Because we want to live in peace. We
No.
don't want to fight. We don't want to fire shit at y'all, and we don't want y'all firing shit at us.
They
That
want
is
to
the whole
eradicate.
thing.
They want to eradicate
No,
Hamas. They want to
that's
get
not
rid
true.
of them,
That's not
end
true.
them.
That's
This
not
is
true.
what
That
Netanyahu
is
said
not
out of his
true.
mouth.
Because if he says it out of his mouth, because they keep fucking with him, was never the goal.
Let me
of
tell
Israel.
you everything he
The goal
said.
of Israel is to live in peace.
No.
They want to.
No.
Israel does not want war.
Okay.
Because if Israel wanted war, it would be war, and Israel can eradicate anyone they want to because Israel has nukes.
And this is Netanyahu, his own words. The only way this continues, if we eradicate Hamas, change the schools in Gaza to teach them this is what the fuck he said. They gotta eradicate them. They gone. It's no more Hamas. Or he can continue.
I've been saying that. That's
Okay.
one of the most-
Now Hamas
I
says,
said that
now
earlier.
listen,
Until you get
the flip side is that they both want to eradicate each other.
until you get
That
Hamas
can't happen.
out of fucking Palestine and from running Palestine, which is the goal, which is what motherfuckers want what they're doing. But the fact is that they're hiding amongst the people. And they're putting the people in harm's way. And if you look, you're not going to keep on attacking me, and you're not going to keep killing my people, and then think that, oh, we're going to put out some propaganda that y'all fucking us up. When you started it,
We get that.
You started it.
It's
So
been going on
if-
for
if
50,
you-
60 years.
If you
Probably
are
longer than
going
that.
to keep starting shit, if you are going to keep firing rockets over into my country, if you are going to invade my country, kidnap my people, kill my people, do this, take hostages, do this, that, and the third. At some point, you get tired of it and you say, you know what? These motherfuckers got to go. And that's the point they're at. Because we done been through this shit before. We done been through this shit before. They'll fire rockets over there. Boom, 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 boom. Do this, tear up shit. Kill people. Okay. We'll sit down with the. They'll sit down.
How many
okay,
times Netanyahu signed a deal? Zero.
Look, it doesn't.
It will be zero, bruh.
Look, I can't tell you that because
It will
I
be
don't know.
zero, bruh.
My point is this. A piece of paper is not going to stop this shit.
It make things clearer.
It doesn't. It's already clear because
It's
we
not.
know who started it.
It's not.
We know who started it.
You think you know.
We know who started it.
Muslims don't look at it like that. They
We know who
think.
started it.
Yeah, bro, hold on.
Who started it?
Hold on. You might think you know who started it,
Who started it?
but Muslims don't think that way.
Who started
They
it?
think
Who attacked
Israel
who?
starts this.
Okay. Who attacked who?
That's how your eyes see it.
Who attacked who?
It's millions and
Anybody?
millions.
No, okay.
It's
Okay,
millions and
okay.
millions of Muslims don't see it like that.
Okay.
But if you put it out in the world, it's some sign
Okay.
these Muslims cannot defend it. That's the point.
October 7th, Saturday morning, who attacked who?
It's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant because they started it.
No, Muslims don't think they started. Do you understand that?
That don't mean shit.
What you mean?
It doesn't mean shit because we know for a fact that they went into Israel and kidnapped people.
That's your feelings.
We know for a fact.
Muslims feel like they
We
started
know-
something
no,
earlier.
No.
They retaliating, bruh.
Look.
You don't see that's your
look,
problem.
No.
You
that's
gotta
not the problem.
understand
It's
that
not the
Muslims
problem.
think they retaliating, bruh.
Look, it's not the problem. I'm telling you why. Because if you are in the right, you do not have to put out false
Who in the right?
propaganda
Who in the
try
right?
to prove your point.
Who in the right?
If the
Who
Muslims
owns
say-
Gaza?
Huh?
Who owns
I
Gaza?
don't care who owns Gaza.
Who
right
in the
now.
right then?
It's not about Gaza.
Who in the
They
right here,
attacked
Tony?
Israel.
Tell me,
Israel is right because they
what
was
makes it
attacked.
right?
Because they attacked them.
No, hold on.
Do we look?
Let's go
October
ahead.
7th. When the shit that when they fired the motherfucking missiles and rockets over there into Israel, where did they come? Where did it come from? They came from Hamas.
Again,
When
You're
they're
not
going over
listening.
there, when they're going over there in them tunnels,
you're not listening.
getting hostages back, who holding them hostages?
You're not listening.
Them hostages that Joe Biden
Okay, hold on.
is helping to negotiate to get back.
Okay.
Who holding them? It's not the Israelis.
Okay. Now, if you're a Muslim, none of that you just said make any fucking sense.
Oh,
Do you get it
because you
now?
got two sides.
Hold on.
You got two
Hold on,
sides.
hold on.
Each side gonna see it their way.
Okay, hold on. Now, if I'm Muslim, everything he just said makes you want to throw something at the TV, bro.
True.
So therefore, I see it different from you.
And
So hold on.
Okay,
You
go
just
ahead.
went on. You just did your diatribe, right? Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
So if I'm Muslim, I'm gonna see it completely different from you, right? So therefore, I don't see it like that. I see it like we retaliating from shit been done from us. This is our land. Our holy land. So therefore, this is our shit. We being fucked up. We being treated wrong. We retaliating. So you're looking at things that we retaliating at as them being attacked. That's the difference right there. So therefore,
Well, first of all,
it's different looks at this situation.
if you're going back to whose holy land it is, Gaza over there.
Again,
Gaza,
we haven't solved that.
It's the Jewish people's holy
Again,
land.
there you go again.
It's the Jewish people's holy
If I'm
land.
Muslim talking to you, you sound like
You just
I'm
say
throwing
what
it. I'm throwing
Okay,
my boot. I'm
but it
throwing
goes-
my boot at
but
the TV.
That goes on both sides because if you are Jewish and you are
You're not
listening to the
listening
thing-
though, bro.
No, because it goes for both sides. If you are Jewish and you are listening to the propaganda that the motherfucking people over there, the people on that side are putting out, then you throwing shit at the TV. It goes
Thank
both
you.
ways.
Now you with me. So now you with me now. So therefore, these people can't solve it because they both want to eradicate each other. Now, if we come in like Clinton did with peace first.
You're
So we
not
hold on, bro.
gonna get peace until both sides want peace. If one side don't want peace, and one side got another country that is basically fighting a proxy war on their behalf, which the motherfucking which Hamas is doing on the behalf of Iran, and you are not going to get peace. How are you going to get peace?
Again, I
How?
explained this to you the whole time, but you keep trying to talk. I've been
How?
explaining this to you. If something is on paper, literally, stand in front of America, two leaders that stand there and say, we signing this. Meaning we don't do nothing else past this date that harms people, kills people, and none of that. We're past that now. We're in negotiation stages of other things, of who owns this fucking state here. That's where we at. Until we get there, which is peace, we can't do the other shit, which is we can't agree who owns this and whose this is, which is the bigger problem, which we never going to solve.
You are
Hold
leaving
on.
out a big part of it. Go ahead.
We're not leaving out anything. There's nothing to leave out.
You are leaving
Because
something.
these two entities want each other gone. So they
You
out
are
of it.
leaving
They
out-
not in these
you are-
negotiations, bruh.
You are leaving out the fact. And this is the fact over there. And you can go check it out. That the biggest instigator over in that region in the Middle East is
Irrelevant.
Iran.
Irrelevant.
It's Iran. It's not irrelevant because the Iranians fund Hamas.
Irrelevant.
The Iranians fund Hamas, and Hamas does what the Iranians want them to do.
Okay.
And if you and
Let me ask you
their
this.
money, and if that's where their money and their directives
Okay.
are coming from,
Cool.
then you are not going to get
Right.
peace.
What I'm explaining to you now is
Because Iran is made it clear that their main and only mission in all of their lives, this came from the Ayatollah on down, is to wipe Israel
All right.
off
Now.
the map. So until you do something about that, how are you going to ever have peace?
All right, now, problem we have now is the Gaza Strip. You made it broader than that, which is cool.
Look,
Hold
the
on.
Gaza Strip is relatively small.
Hold on. I get that. This is the problem right now, though, is the Gaza Strip. If it wasn't for the Gaza Strip, they'll be leaving peaceful, bruh.
No.
Now,
The problem is that the whole problem is going to go back into the conflict between Christians, Muslims, and Jews.
That's irrelevant right now.
It's not irrelevant.
Listen.
It's not irrelevant.
Listen.
Because
We both agree that these both want both of them gone. So that's irrelevant. They both are relevant, right?
it's not.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
So therefore, if we enter in, as we've been doing since Obama, and let them know the peaceful way of solving this issue, even though you feel that this is your land, is ways to solve this problem. First, stop killing each other. That's the first. Hold on.
Wanted a two-state
Hold
solution.
on. We get that. That's over.
Ronald
We're
Reagan
not
wanted a
doing that no
two-state
more.
solution.
Hold on.
The Bushes want a two-state solution. Obama wants a two-state solution. We don't know what the fuck Trump wants. Because when Trump moved the motherfucking capital or moved the motherfucking embassy and made Jerusalem the capital, he did some shit that got shit all twisted up. So
All that is irrelevant.
It's not
Stay
irrelevant because all of this
for a minute.
goes into the pie.
Yeah, hold on.
If you bake in a pot, all of these are ingredients.
It's
that go into the
irrelevant.
pie.
It's irrelevant.
It's not.
If you listen to me,
Tell me.
if you actually just stop for a minute, let me get my diatribe off for a minute.
You get,
And then at the
ahead.
end of it, then you can tell
Go
me
ahead,
what the
go
fuck
ahead,
is what's
go
going
ahead,
on.
Go ahead.
Right?
I want to hear this.
I haven't finished anything yet.
Go ahead.
Right? Netanyahu is responsible for things happening now, bro. Anybody dying now is his fucking fault. It's his problem. It's his fault. Two problems. We just agreed that both states want both each other gone. So that's irrelevant now. They not even negotiating tactics in this part now because they want each other killed. That's not peaceful. Right or wrong? So now we need a peaceful solution to this. We understand it's a holy ground, right? But it's a way to solve this problem without killing each other. And Netanyahu have to sign off on this without being an asshole saying he want them killed. It ain't gonna work like that because if anything, bruh, at the end of this small country, Israel, is in a hell of a situation, bruh, to be talking bullshit without our help. Now, in order for us to get you the fucking help you need, Israel, Netanyahu, you dumbass, we gotta convince the world that the fucking assholes are the assholes. Therefore, we can get more people that's voluntarily helping us go in here and solve issues that's after this. First, if we clear on who's the culprit, bruh. Right now, it's not clear. You might think it's Muslims. You might think it's Hamas. Muslims don't think it's Hamas. Muslims might think it's motherfucking Netanyahu. Israel and some Americans do not think that. So therefore, we need to solve a problem in between that with motherfucking peace first. If we start with peace, we gotta have peace, bro. Other than that, people will die. So therefore, we need the leaders of both joints to put their ass on the line, saying, we're not killing people. We want to solve this peacefully. And that's on the docket for the world to see. Then America got a stronger leg to blow your ass up, running your fucking country with help of the world to shut your ass the fuck up if you break this. If you Iran, we coming there ASAP with the world behind us. if you fuck this up, because it's clear to us who is fucking this up now. To Muslims, to Israel's, I mean to the Israel, everybody in Israel country, to around the world, who is the assholes? And if it turns out that whoever the fuck he the asshole, the world will know now. If it turned out that Hamas being assholes, the world will know now. But America are stronger now because now we can act on whoever the fuck ups are. Now you get it? When you got countries behind you, 9, 10 countries, the world behind you, say, yeah, he the asshole, we with you. It's different from, we don't know who the assholes.
You already know who the assholes are.
Why?
Because it's one country that keep on.
You keep saying
firing
that.
off on. But that's the truth.
It's retaliation for them.
That's not what. Okay, what did Israel do for them to retaliate?
Really though?
What did they do?
So
Tell me,
you-
what did they do?
So you actually think a Muslim,
what did they do?
if Hamas and Muslims don't think Israel has done nothing
What did they do?
for them to retaliate on?
What did they do?
So you tell me not who has
What
done nothing?
did they do?
Not who has done nothing.
Now, what did they do? I'm not saying they didn't do nothing.
They
All
retaliate.
I'm saying is, what did they do? Because if they did something,
They're retaliating, bro.
what are the retaliation for? Because if you are in the right, and if Israel had did something to you,
Why
like,
can't we find out who
no,
the culprit is
wait,
then?
Wait a minute.
What's the problem?
Because if Israel had done something to them, why are they putting out false propaganda?
Why we got to guess
Answer
with
me
all
that.
that? We don't have to do
Answer
all that.
Answer me that.
If both
they-
leaders
if-
of both
no, no.
joints sign a document, we don't have to worry about that.
Because the document is not going to mean shit.
Why not?
Because the ones that's behind the shit ain't signing
Are
nothing.
you listening? The world will see that.
If the ones, the
So
business-
therefore, if I'm Biden,
look,
I can go in Iran
and
I can
to
blow
say-
your ass
and
up.
to say, and to say
and the
that
world is
motherfucker-
with me.
And to say that motherfucker Israel wasn't about peace, that's not true either.
Show me then.
Because they had a motherfucker was just about to sign a fucking treaty with fucking Saudi Arabia.
Show me.
It was in the. Come
Let's
on.
do it.
They already was.
Let's
They got
do it.
put on hold when they did this shit.
But
It was Saudi Arabia and another country.
it's not true. And that now he just put out a statement yesterday saying he want to eradicate Hamas. He want to
What
eradicate
would
all
you
this.
do if somebody keep attacking your country?
No, you can't eradicate people if you want peace, bro.
Why? We did it to Iraq. We did it to Iraq. We are
Really
not-
though? Really?
Oh, we didn't
Really?
did it. We didn't did it to Iraq. We didn't did it to Japan.
Really though?
Come on. Who has fucked with us that we haven't put foot all up in their ass and fuck them slam up? You cannot sit here and say that these people got to sit there and accept being attacked by one group of people. You can't do that. These people got a right to defend themselves. These people got a right to keep them people from keep fucking with them. If they want to keep fucking with them, then they get one coming to them. But the motherfuckers that's doing the fucking foul shit is the motherfuckers that's over in Palestine. They started the shit. They the ones that got these people. They got these. I say it like they got these poor, innocent Palestinian people who do not want war. They want the same thing that the Israeli people want. They want to live in peace in their own land, do their thing, and don't gotta worry about this shit. And until you get shit like that happened on October 7th, and other little terrorist shit blowing shit up over there, until that shit stops, you are never going to get peace. Because the biggest instigator in the fucking region. That's where we fuck. And see, that was another fuck up with getting rid of Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein helped keep the fucking Iranians in check. Because Iranians and the motherfucking and Iraqis didn't fuck with each other. But when we got rid of Hussein, they had a bigger presence in the region. And them being the biggest fucking instigators in the motherfucking region. And they only got Hamas. Like I said, they got the Houthis. They got all kind of motherfucking whatever the fuck you want to call them, militias or whatever the fuck. They got a lot of shit over there. Because for one, they got unlimited money. They richer than the motherfucker. They got oil money. That oil money ain't stopping. That's long money. So they paying, that's why they can pay the motherfucking Hamas to do the shit that they do. They can keep funding them. Because they got that fucking oil money. Motherfucking Iraq is oil rich. So they can boom, boom, boom. We'll send you this. Boom, boom, boom. Here's some money. We'll send you this. We'll send you this. And when it comes down to, well, we can negotiate. Yeah, we'll negotiate. We'll say, well, we'll agree to a 2-state solution. Y'all stay over there and don't fuck with us. We stay over there. We won't fuck with y'all. Boom. But if the main instigator in the region, this is the problem. This is why when the shit kicked off, if you remember, when the shit kicked off, the Biden administration warned Iran, don't get in the middle of this shit. Or we coming over there on your ass. Why do you think now you seen what happened? Iran is flying them fucking drones over there. They've been injured about 4 or 5 people the other day in the United States and retaliated on their ass. They're the biggest instigator in the region. And they got money. Saudis got money. UAE got money. All of them motherfuckers got big cash. And they can afford to fight a proxy war and have somebody fight it on their behalf, which they doing with the motherfucking Hamas. And as long as they got their money behind it, and come on, they gonna do what the fuck they want to do. Because the big leaders who ain't never gonna go out on the motherfucking front lines and fight this shit, the generals and captains and all this shit, they don't give a fuck about the little man that's out there getting killed. I don't give a fuck about that. It was the same thing with Saddam Hussein. He didn't give a fuck about the young man, the 19, 18, 19, 20-year-olds out there getting on the front lines getting killed. He was pocketing all that money. And that's the same way with them. I don't give a fuck about them. Because they over there fucking. You're gonna raise up another a generation of fighters. They gonna fill their head with propaganda. And for the sake of argument's sake, it's gonna go on both sides. Both sides. And then you're gonna have all of these youngins out on the battlefield killing each other. But the motherfuckers who's getting rich off this shit, they ain't gonna never see the battlefield. So it don't mean shit to them to say, no, we ain't agreeing to shit. As long as that motherfucking money keep flowing, come on. That's just like the same shit we had when we went over there in motherfucking Iraq. And Dick Cheney's company was but basically they supplied all the shit, the food and shelter and all that shit, and they got the contracts to rebuild Iraq. War is money. War is big money. You get big money off of war. I don't give a fuck. It's a damn shame. They don't give a fuck. It's a damn shame that it's a lot of people that are over there and around the world that don't give a fuck about them young people out there on the front lines who are dying. You got babies dying. You got old people dying. You got women dying. You got all of these people out here that's losing their life over something you write about. If you motherfuckers sit down and you talk about it and negotiate about it, you can end this shit. But they don't want to. For some reason, they don't fucking want to.
That's Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. We appreciate everybody that tune in, especially YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
tune into the motherfucking politics. One thing politics I love is it's just spontaneous and raw.
Yeah.
We came in this joint, we didn't know what we was talking about. You know what I'm saying, dog? So That's how politics is.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Hey, Kanye is motherfucking. Everybody follow Kanye know. He went through a lot of shit last year, right?
Yeah.
And he stood on his ground about how he felt about that. He went around the whole motherfucking podcast world to explain how he felt about being Hebrew and how that whole thing is going down, how he feel about it, right? So now we got a situation where now he's coming out, he apologizing.
Yeah, he apologized.
Kanye West is apologizing for all the Jews that feel like he. My thing is, how can you apologize for something you stood on like that? Like, that's tough for you to say now. I apologize. Like, you went around and said, "This is how I fucking feel. This is me." Like, what the fuck?
Because of what he did, and what he said a couple of weeks ago. When he tried to justify the shit he said. Well, he tried to claim that what he said wasn't anti-Semitic or whatever. And, you know, like I say, you gotta hear it yourself and judge for yourself. But I think the woman he married to is a Jew, so he comes out and say, "How can I be anti-Semitic when I'm fucking a Jew bitch?"
Right now,
Dude.
Well, first of all, he wrote in Hebrew when he
Yeah.
motherfucking apologized. First of all,
Oh my God.
and the thing about this whole thing is just crazy as fuck is that he went out on a limb and said what he felt, right? And most black people understood what he was saying. Everybody knew what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And then what did you apologize for then after that? It's like, that means you said what was right. You felt that. Everybody know what you're talking about. Even the Jews.
Look.
And you want to sit there and say, I apologize. So when you say you apologize, what are you apologizing for? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
he been because since he said it, he been losing. And he want to stop the bleeding. That's what that is. You know, Kanye lost a lot. You know, we know about the Adidas and all the other shit. But Kanye lost a lot more than that people don't know about because he was into so much shit. And I think he probably realized and came to the realization, God damn, I was up here. I'm down here now, you know, and getting lower. And I think that was one of the reasons behind that comment he made him. How he gonna be anti-Semitic? He fucking a Jew bitch. That's
another thing going on is like it's a lot going on with Israel and Palestine, like you just discussing, and that goes to the heart of some of the things he's talking about. And it's a lot of conflict going on with the shit he was going on. But he wrote in Hebrew apology. I got it here in English and shit. I sincerely apologize to the Jewish community. Any unintended outbursts caused by my words or actions. It was not my intentions to hurt or disrespect, and I deeply regret any pain I may have caused. I am committed to starting my life and learning from the experiences to ensure greater sensitivity and understanding in the future. Your forgiveness is important to me, and I'm committed to making amends and promoting unity.
Yeah, he lost. He lost more than what you think he lost. You know, it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit that he ain't got no more. There's a lot of people that don't fuck with him no more.
First of all,
and
does that sound like Kanye?
No, that doesn't.
Fuck no. Like, who wrote that, bro? Like,
I'm trying to tell you.
Like, what the fuck?
I know who wrote it. His publicist wrote it.
It's like it doesn't go what he's been saying for the last year, bro.
His publicist, look.
It's like completely 360. You've been talking shit, literally. Like, this is me. Fuck you. You know, everybody know it. We know what you was talking about. We all know who you was talking about. And then now you apologize? Like, you look dumber.
Look, Kanye ain't doing shit. All the shit he was doing, he ain't doing. Like I said, Adidas dropped him.
He lost a being there, bitch.
Yeah, he lost that, but he lost that before he went off.
Yeah, he wasn't acting simple. He still be with that hoe.
He went extra when he found out Pete Davidson was fucking. That's when he got extra.
But if that nigga wasn't simple in the head, he would have never done that. That nigga simple, bro. He started running for president as a Republican. Like, come on, man. What's she supposed to do? What's she supposed to do?
Look, Kanye always been.
He started turning to somebody who he wasn't before. Like, what is she supposed to do after that?
To me, Kanye always been a little strange. But
he wasn't a full blown. I'm gonna suck a Republican ass. That's different. That's different.
But hold up.
That's different.
We got
that bitch married him, and that bitch is real liberal. Everybody know Kardashian, whatever the fuck her name is liberal as fuck.
Yeah, no, but
so for him to all of a sudden just turn around and stop putting on a fucking red hat, look, of course he gonna leave his ass. Come on, bro.
We done been through this. We done been through this before.
Of course you gonna leave and come out.
When motherfuckers get to a certain tax bracket, you know, social issues go out the window. It's about protecting my money, and and a lot of people is like that. Not everybody's like that. When a lot of brothers get rich, you know what I'm saying? Brothers ain't tripping on social issues and social programs and kiss their ass.
No, they don't care about that no more.
They don't care about that no more. And you got to think. Look, the worst thing Trump ever did was run for president and become president. Because up until then, it wasn't a group of people on the earth that didn't think Trump was the shit. Everybody loved Trump. Donald Trump this, Donald Trump this. Motherfucker went through 5 times. He went bankrupt. And everybody think he the greatest motherfucking economist you ever seen. The dude knew how to promote himself, and he an expert in marketing himself. If he could market, if he was the market, he's had a marketing firm. He had the biggest marketing firm in the motherfucking in the world. Because back then the motherfucker could sell ice to an Eskimo. But the worst thing that ever happened to him was when he ran for president and became president. Because even though we knew about this shit like Central Park 5, those who knew about Central Park 5 knew about the discriminatory practices in its apartments or whatever the fuck. Those who knew, but then everybody knew, and then it was a lot of motherfuckers that didn't care. Mm-hmm. Because you saw him out with Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, and motherfuckers like that. So
he wasn't talking like this early.
Nah, you seen him. Michael Jackson used to live in motherfucking Trump Towers. So a motherfucker back then would be like, nah, he ain't racist or whatever the fuck. But then when he ran for president, all that shit came out. It's like Clint Eastwood and Gran Torino. All that shit came out. And especially
black people like him that say he's not racist.
Right. And especially in the hip hop community, they loved him because the hip hop community, a lot of it is based on, it's a lot of materialism, and it's everything about the dollar. So if a rich motherfucker tell you something, it got to be right, and a rich motherfucker can pull a wool over your eyes, and which he did to a lot of people, which Trump did to a lot of people for a long time. He pulled a wool over their eyes, but people, and Kanye being in the hip hop community, and entertainment community, and shit because of the shit he was doing, all the shows and people shit put on at Trump Plaza and all that shit.
It wasn't just Trump money. He was a TV personality too.
That's what I'm saying. He was a TV personality. He wasn't
a politician.
He was into everything. He was into everything.
So that person look at him
like
beauty pageants, like that's the life you want to live as a man.
Because at one time the Atlantic Boardwalk, it was all Trump. Down there on the boardwalk, it was all Trump. He had the Trump joint. He built the Taj Mahal that went away, and all that old other shit. But especially to young black people, young black brothers and sisters, especially brothers in the hip hop community, they loved him. And Kanye was a big part of that. He was a strange ass. And so it didn't surprise me when, he threw on a red hat. It wasn't surprising, but it kind of surprised me all the shit Steve Harvey talked when he rolled up in Trump Tower for a meeting.
Oh, that was odd as fuck. That was one of the oddest ones I've seen.
Yeah.
Like the other black people, like the church dude and Omarosa. That wasn't odd to me.
Omarosa didn't.
But that nigga right there, that was odd.
The pastor didn't.
Once that big lip motherfucker went up there, it was like, huh?
Yeah, him and Lil Wayne and
I ain't worried about Lil Wayne.
Yeah, but all of them did.
Yeah, but them niggas don't know politics though.
But the problem with that is what they do and what they say got a lot of influence on the younger people.
Yeah, but they probably look at them as the same motherfucking entertainment dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like it wasn't too serious to them.
But if you look with a Lil Wayne and some people and motherfuckers of his stature back then, especially when he was the greatest rapper alive and all that other shit.
And this nigga say Bush ain't give a fuck about black people.
Yeah.
And actually follow behind Trump? That ain't even sound right. Like, what the fuck?
But see, them type of people got an influence on the mind of the young people. If they tell you, they tell you something like, take right now. The entertainer right now who has the biggest influence on young people, especially is Taylor Swift. Especially young white people, the millennials,
the masses,
Gen Z, is Taylor Swift. Republicans are going after Taylor Swift so hard because she is telling people to vote for Biden. She's telling people don't vote Trump and vote for Biden. And the youngins are out there registering. Yeah, right. Registering Democrat. And MAGA Republicans, right wing and Republicans in general are absolutely positively going after her.
You gotta realize she is huge in the white community.
Huge. She's huge all over.
That's gonna be tough.
It's not nobody. Put it like this. Right now, in this country in particular, it is not nobody that don't know who Taylor Swift is. Even to the point that she shows up to a motherfucking football game and the ratings go from here to here. Yeah. Just to see her in a booth.
There's a whole bunch of kids in there looking for the camera to go on her, yeah.
Right. She, like you thought the motherfuckers thought the Beehive was something. Beehive ain't got shit on them Swifties.
I done gave motherfucking the Chiefs so many more new fans.
Fuck yeah. Man, do you know how many
motherfuckers? They prep for Kelsey to score so they can see her.
Look, do you know how many motherfucking Travis Kelsey jerseys been sold since they've been rumored to be dating? Not since it became official. That's the kind of stroke she got. That's the kind of stroke a Beyonce can have.
Yeah.
But when you get to the motherfucking, and when you get to in the black community, especially in the hip hop community, and that spills over to young whites because it's young white people spend more and buy more hip hop music than black people do. When you got them popular, the popular rappers who's popular now, what the fuck you got? You had Lil Wayne, but now you got 2 Chainz, Future, and all them motherfuckers. Yeah, all these new motherfuckers now, I don't know who they is, but they got a voice. but they don't use their goddamn voice for what's right. Because a motherfucker tells them what to use their voice for. That's the problem. That's why you got some. That's why what motherfucking Special Ed said about that NWA shit. Well, it was true.
Oh, for yeah, though. How much you know TDH, bro? I don't know if you even heard about this shit.
I know. TDJ
Oh
was at a
my
motherfucker.
God.
TDJ been hanging out at puffy parties. They say TD Jakes is a power bottom.
What? Hey, bro. First of all,
Uh-oh.
these motherfuckers be in the church, man. They do things, man. You don't never
A
know.
lot of them that do it.
But growing up in our hood, right, in the late 70s, early 80s, I say middle 80s, right? The deacons and priests were the money makers in our hood. They rode the Cadillacs. They was the freshest motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
They was the shit, whether y'all know it or not. Preachers were the shit in our culture early, bro. They was paid. You know what I'm saying? We never knew how they was paid. Well, they was the richest motherfuckers in the hood till pimps came along. But still, they was the shit though.
Because TD Jakes is what you would call a prosperity. He's a prosperity preacher. You got people like TD Jakes. You got TD Creflo Dollar.
Oh my God.
And a few more. And
But like I was saying before, it started with the white, what he's called, evangelicals and stuff. In the Republican Party, that's how he got the laws and stuff for him to make, for him to have free, no taxes and all that shit, because they defending the white culture for that. For these evangelicals that's in the Republican Party that was getting these free taxes, they was lobbying for all this stuff, and they got all that stuff. Remember, before Trump, the Republican Party was religious. Evangelicals ran this thing. They came on TV every Sunday and told you who the fuck to vote for. What was these niggas' name? All these niggas on this Austin, whatever the fuck his name is. All these motherfuckers, bro. Back in the day, what was these niggas' name? It was a family of them back then in the 80s. It was the father and son.
Look,
fuck out of here.
When you got a church,
Since the
you got
70s.
a congregation, and you got a congregation that's 50 to 100.
Jerry Falwell or some shit like that.
These people had congregations in the thousands. When you get a congregation into the thousands, and people have to understand this, it's only one election that's a national election. That's president. That's it. Congress on down to the dog catcher. All of that's local. All of this is local. Don't mean only thing that's national is president.
Kenneth Copeland, that motherfucker.
Yeah, Kenneth Copeland.
Billy Graham, that's him.
Billy Graham was the most powerful preacher probably on earth.
Exactly. And the black preachers and like him.
It wasn't a president that Billy Graham didn't have a seat before.
That's my point. Early in politics was religious driven. Like the people that was
no, it's that but see,
not the Democratic Party, the Republican Party.
Democratic Party too. Because you have to understand
what evangelicals was in the fucking Republican Party. I mean Democratic Party. Who was that?
You got Christian voters in the Democratic Party.
Like Graham and them was in hold on.
Look.
Like Kenneth Copeland
this is the
and
case.
Graham.
This is the case.
And his son was in the Republican Party?
But you got so many preachers out here. Look, you got so many preachers out here, and this is what I'm trying to say. All elections are local. If you have if it's a preacher, like I can give you a couple right now. You can go in this area. You go to John Jenkins. You go to John Jenkins, the First Baptist Church of Glenarm. That's why I go to church. Was one church. He got it's a mega church. when you got these people and you got Jericho, that's a mega church. It's mega churches all over the place. These people have congregations in excess of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people.
Jim Baker, Tammy Faye Baker.
Yes.
Huge.
You have people, look, when you got that,
They were all Republican parties.
And it's what I've been saying all along. When you have that many people following you, you can swing an election, especially a local election. So these people are always going to have a seat at the table.
Now there are some.
Going to have a seat at the table.
We're not gonna let. It's some black ones out there joint with like what's his name, Dollar Jr.
Yeah,
he out there. So it ain't. But it's more of a Republican driven. Even he Republican driven motherfucking evangelicalist thing in Republican Party, and that led the thing in the 80s and 90s.
What?
Now it's led by Border and what the fuck are they doing? MAGA shit.
Yeah. I mean, they still there, but they still there.
They the ones leaving the party.
It's still there, but right now it's a Trump party. And when Trump,
let's get on that. What's a Trump party then? Border and what?
No,
fucking border laws
but
and locking people.
That was always.
What is this shit? What is it?
But the border has always been a Republican issue.
No, not where you're gonna put a wall up and they're gonna send everybody and put them in cages and all that.
It was already a wall up in certain spots. It was a wall already up.
Not like this.
Remember, Trump only look.
Not like he discussed.
It's 300. I think it's 300 and some miles of.
No,
wall.
That's not how he discussed. He's gonna put a whole fucking wall up.
Yeah,
everybody was clear on that.
Yeah, so he claimed that Mexico was gonna pay for it.
Yeah, everybody was clear on that.
Yeah, but
we're not gonna piece it up now.
Look, it's Trump's party now because
Reagan ain't say that shit. Bush ain't say that shit.
Wasn't nobody with sense was gonna say that shit back then.
That's my
nobody because look,
Pat Robertson.
But look, nobody wasn't gonna say that. But before Trump got in office, it was already 300 and some miles of wall was already up. Yeah, so somebody had the sense to do it, but you didn't put it out there like that. So it was already walled up. But all he did was he was more flamboyant, and he bought element. He raised up an element that was, I ain't gonna say dormant, but it wasn't out front. Bigot motherfucker. But it's Trump's party. And then, but when Trump's gone, whatever happens in his next election, Trump is done. If he loses, he done. If he wins, he's still not going to get nothing done because he's going in as a lame duck. Because he's not going to get another term. So he's going in as a lame duck. So Trump is done either way. So once that happens, you're going to see the shift back to what it's going to start to be a shift back to what the Republican Party used to be, because DeSantis ain't it, Ramaswamy damn sure ain't it, and anybody that ran in this cycle ain't it, because they can't even get within fucking 50 points of this dude. So you're going to see it's going to start to shift back. You're going to see evangelical Republicans going to start to come back out to the forefront. You want to see moderate Republicans. They're going to start to come back from the far right, because they are never going after Trump. They are never going to put somebody on the ballot that fucking crazy again. That shit ain't gonna happen.
And TD Jakes, he responded to all that shit.
Yeah, it took him a week though.
So he said, "I didn't come to convince you or nobody else because I know who I am." He said, "That is not what this is about. You can think about whatever you want to think about me. I came to do my job. I came to be a pastor.
Yep. what he said.
And I was commanded, whatever the fuck.
But see,
And I came here to the master. Well done. Jakes continued as his voice began to tremble, clearly overcome some emotion. Churchgoers clapping in approval as he tried to regain his composure. Now, and as he's saying is, all lies, everything is lies and is made up. And I would not use the sacred day at this sacred pool pit to address lies when I had the chance to preach the truth to people.
But you ain't said nothing about that dude that said you sexually assaulted him and is filing a case against you when he was 16. He got that out there. It's plenty of videos of him at Puffy parties. And the thing that got getting him caught up is that lawsuit. The lawsuit is coming out at the same time. All these videos coming out of Puffy, or him with Puffy, and him pumping up Puffy to be this, that, and the third. And everybody know, and everybody that knew for the longest what Puffy was and what Puffy was doing. So he naturally going to get caught up in it. Just like ain't nobody heard from Aaron Hall since the 90s. But when the Puffy shit came out, all the shit Aaron Hall was saying and was doing came back out. Now he in the middle of it. Then all the shit about Jay-Z that Jay-Z been doing. That Jay-Z he's supposed to be with Aaliyah too when she was younger. He's supposed to have Beyonce when she was underage, and he's supposed to have Foxy Brown when she was underage. So all the shit, it only take for one.
Our next podcast, we're gonna get into that a little bit because our culture was funny back then. Like the 80s and 90s, it was kind of tricky here. And for these people to just be dragged through the mud, I just don't see, like, coming up in this era, I knew what girls were doing to famous people, or even motherfucking go-go bands in our neighborhoods in DC. Like, it was groupies. It was shit called groupies. You're gonna be a bullshit ass rapper, and you will have some groupies, bro. True. And these bitches let you fuck. What? Now, if these bitches 19, 20, and they got a 16-year-old with them, well, how the fuck I supposed to know? These bitches know that bitch young. True. They bringing that bitch around me. That's true. And they hiding that from me. That's not my fault.
But I'm gonna say this.
Like, when niggas get a group of bitches, this just party time to us.
True.
It's not no fucking card and bitches time.
I'm saying like this. My thing is this, and I agree with everything you say. But at some point, that if you suspect, leave it alone.
But that's something different.
Especially if
they coming in with a grown bitches that's 20, 19, 21. Yeah. And they slipping in there 16, fatter than these bitches that's 20.
True.
How am I supposed to know that bitch is younger than them? You know what I'm saying? Like, that bitch is coming to get fucked just like them. Look, they come here to fuck.
Some of them you can tell, and some of them you can't tell.
Cool. But these bitches that's with them know they young.
But my thing is, I'm saying like this. If you suspect, if I'm a famous motherfucker and I suspect, no, I don't think I'm a little.
You're not gonna suspect none of that.
Everybody ain't like that.
You're not gonna get that.
If I see one and she coming on me and I'm like, I ain't too sure about that one. Leave it alone.
I don't know that it don't work like that, bro. All right, for example, I'm rich. Who we thinking about right now? Yeah, I'm a famous rapper right now. I'm going to Miami tomorrow. All I'm doing is line up 10 to 15 bitches to meet me there. That's it. These bitches gathering up hoes they know and all this shit to meet us. Yeah, because they know they want to be around niggas with money. They want to fuck niggas with money. If these bitches gather up bitches that's 16, 17, who fault is that?
But if
these bitches know these bitches too young.
Look, and this is what a lot of the motherfuckers do. Just what you said. I'm going to Miami tomorrow. You gonna line up about 10 bitches. You gonna have your people go out there and get some bitches and bring them back to the hotel.
That's it.
But you still setting yourself up.
Why?
Because you are the motherfucker on top. So if something go wrong, the first motherfucker they gonna say is, well, who party was it you was at? When I was at Rabbit Party.
Yeah.
And the motherfuckers coming after you.
Why would they come after me?
Because you the motherfucker, you got the name.
But the bitch is 20, 19,
Look,
and 21
check it
years
out.
old. Brought
Check
the
it
bitch
out.
here.
I
Did those
understand
bitches know she was too young or not?
understand that.
Let me ask you a
But
question.
hold,
Let me ask you a
wait,
question.
wait.
When those bitches brought the 16 and 17-year-old bitches with their
Okay.
group, did those bitches know that bitch was young or not?
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
And they brought that bitches knowing these bitches was young,
now,
knowing these bitches fuck, and knowing these bitches coming here to fuck.
now answer me this. I'm saying
And the
this.
nigga in the room don't
I'm-
know.
I'm going to say this. How many mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, neighbors, or whatever, whoever the fuck they was, dropped their underage kids over R. Kelly, over there with R.
No,
Kelly.
no, that's not the same.
Hold up. And R. Kelly fucked them, allegedly. R. Kelly allegedly fucked them. They got dropped off. We know that Aaliyah, mother and father, left her over there with R. Kelly. He ended up marrying her when she was 15. But at the end of the day, who the one lost everything?
You making my point.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
And we
people
agree.
that know the person is young
Yeah.
and
We
bring them
agree.
to the person. These people know they young.
Okay. And just
They already know it. I
Okay.
gotta figure it out or even think about
just like
it. They know it.
just like Usher mother let him go to Puffy Flavor Camp, and allegedly all types of wild shit went on in there. But they not blaming the mother for leaving her there, leaving Usher there, or Justin Bieber was left.
No, it's not the
go.
same. That's not the
It's
same.
the same because
It's not.
these parents.
It's not. It's
these
not.
parents.
It's not. For example, if I'm calling for hoes, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer, I'm calling for hoes in this city. These bitches know it's one thing happening. They coming to smoke, drink,
come
and
to
fuck.
Smoke, drink, and fuck.
All right. So now, if these bitches gather up kids to bring with them, they gotta be in some type of fault because they know these bitches kids.
I agree with you totally.
So now,
what
if I'm sitting in the room or in the pool waiting for the gang of hoes, I'm not carding hoes. These bitches supposed to know they're supposed to be grown.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you 110%. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if you the one on top, you the one that got the name, and you the one that got the money, you the one they coming after. Because they're gonna say you should have known. They're gonna, even though what you saying is probably true, and it's true for a lot of people. They don't give a fuck. They hear blah blah blah. They hear, they drinking, they smoking.
That's why they here.
They doing whatever. But they're gonna say you should have known. And they're gonna come after you, and they're gonna come after your money, and they're gonna come after to lock you up. They're not coming after the one that brought them there, because all they're gonna say is, well, we was invited to a party and we was we didn't know it was that type of party when we got there. And then we got
Irrelevant.
there.
You
And
still
that's
took
what
a
they say.
kid to the party.
True.
What you expect to happen there? And it wasn't no party. It was a gathering to meet a rapper who wanna fuck.
Yeah, but you already,
What are we talking about?
Come on, we already know. Come on. We already know how many.
You ain't gotta be no rapper.
how
This
many-
nigga hitting the city with money.
How many of these youngins out here that we didn't in Earl we came up, they been fucking an old drug dealer because he got some money
That's my point.
and going and like you said, rappers, singers, whoever, niggas in bands.
These bitches taking their
or
cells
whatever.
there.
But they do that. But it's always gonna come down to they're gonna
It's
say
gonna be me too.
they're gonna say you should they're gonna say you should have exercised some self-control.
You gonna be me too down there, bitch. It's like, hold on. I didn't know the bitch is young.
Yeah.
It ain't. That's my thing. It's two different things. It's a motherfucker that wake up every morning looking for a child, and that motherfucker there is trying to fuck bitches and got young bitches in the crew. That's a different thing. There, it's two different things to me. And you can't. And they always make those two people the same people. It's not the same.
Look, any nigga that think she's suspect, he not gonna ask her age anyway because that's plausible deniability. Well, she was in there, and it was the all grown chicks up
You just
in
bring
there.
a bunch of bitches in here.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time to be looking to
I
see who
asked her-
young.
Or I asked her how old she was. She said she was 19. Okay, that's over the age of consent. Okay, so I didn't know that's what she told me. You know, well, did you ask her to see her ID? Fuck no, who asked for ID?
Man, I seen a group video the other day, bro, where the fattest one, the bitch was 16.
Yeah.
I was like, huh? Y'all, what the fuck? And if they was going to club, would nobody pick her out as the youngest one?
Mm-hmm.
That's my point. Like, they go in the motherfucking your house, you just look at them like, God damn, we about to fuck.
All I'm saying,
You don't know this bitch supposed to be younger than these older looking bitches. Like, what is happening?
Look, all I'm saying is this. If you know better,
I've been caught up in my time like that.
If you know better,
with a gang of bitches and you just don't know.
You just don't know.
And a mom came to me like, this bitch was this age. I'm like, huh? No? What the fuck are you talking about?
You know how old she is.
Why the fuck was she in here? That's why I feel it. That's why I feel like that. It's like they come into these situations where they know everybody's young and they know their self is too young. It's like it's hard for you to blame that man when he just out here doing his thing.
That's true. But
it's just fucked up.
Look, sometimes you got.
And then equivalent him with a motherfucker that actually look for kids. It's fucked up.
I put it like this: if no matter what it is and what the temptation is, if you know you got a lot on the line and you got a lot to lose. I mean, sometimes you just got to protect yourself. I mean, the smart thing to do is if you think it in your mind because we already know. You already know if you motherfucking got a name and got some money in your pocket.
It's some young bitches in the crowd.
It ain't about you just fucking. They want you to put some sperm in them. You know what I'm saying? They want to have a baby. They want you to take care of them and all this other shit. Yeah. So if you got that type of stature or not, you know, if you just got something to lose. Sometimes
it's just normal life, bro.
Sometimes you just gotta protect yourself, man.
Like if you're the coolest nigga, you got the most money around your neighborhood, you get the most bitches. It's just like that's what happens. Group of bitches comes your way. Yeah, now, if you gotta stop and ID everybody, that's some different shit. That's a different level of shit that I've never.
I mean, if you gotta stop,
been what's the name before?
If you gotta stop and ID everybody,
that's just crazy.
Then you need to motherfucking. You need to check who you are.
That's just crazy.
You need to check who the fuck you are. Right.
And then another thing too is when most of these people, if a man motherfucking 19, he just out of fucking school himself. It's cool. I understand she's 17 and all that, but the nigga's still 19 years old.
But we're talking about a 30-year-old.
Oh no, that's crazy. That's what I mean.
That's what I'm talking
about.
Two
different things. Like that accidental situation and the nigga out there actually looking for a child.
Because look,
you feel me now?
3 years don't
you 35.
If she like 16
and you 19, 18.
19, that's one thing. Now if you're 19 and she like 13, you need
fuck no.
Yeah. You need your ass whooped. If that's what you're talking about, like
that's touchy right there. That's what I'm saying.
You 19, you just got in the rap game or whatever.
Man,
you doing a party. You
17, 18-year-olds don't want to love you.
You expect a lot of your 18 is cool, but you expect a rap 17-year-old.
Fuck yeah.
And you should expect a couple of.
And they gonna tell you, I'm be 18 tomorrow or some bullshit like that.
Right. I'm talking about a dumb motherfucker, but like R. Kelly did when he married a fuck 27 and married a 15-year-old.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I feel like we're gonna have a conversation about that because it's different categories and different levels of this here, and putting all of them together is what's happening. It's just Me Too thing.
I get what you're saying on that because it's like some of the shit that's coming out about all these motherfuckers now.
Yeah,
like Jay-Z was in his 30s.
It's hindsight. Yeah, it's like
he was supposed to be fucking with Beyonce before she was 18. They say he was 20-something years old and allegedly fucked Foxy Brown when she was like 15.
Damn.
Guess that ain't cool.
No.
That's the type of shit I'm talking about.
Like when a bitch 17, 16, it's hard.
If she's 19,
if she's 19, 15, stop.
You got a gang of 19-year-olds.
It's hard to decipher them joints, bro. You won't know. That's what I said. I've been through that before. Well, I didn't even know. Till the mama came to me and told me, bro.
That's like 3 years.
I had one situation where the mother told me. The bitches, the friends, we had these bitches coming over every day, bro. None of these bitches explained that to me. The mother came and told us that her child was young and she don't want her here no more. I'm like, tell the bitch to get her bitch there. What the fuck?
But if you're in a couple of year range, then that's one thing.
Yeah, it was all when the teens. Yeah,
you know, when you get around that, then the age difference. It's like I said, like you were saying, like
I know what you're saying.
19 and 17 or 19 and 16 or something
Yeah,
like that.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
That's different. That's only like a.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Both of y'all was basically toddlers at the same time because both of y'all basically came up together.
That's what I'm saying. But it's different when
But
motherfuckers out here look for kids.
You a motherfucking 25-year-old nigga, and you run around here and you gotta go pick.
You at the high school and shit.
And you gotta pick your girl up from school because you don't like her riding the bus. Nigga, you need your ass whooped.
You 26, pull up at the high school when they pull out.
Yeah, you motherfucker. You 30. If you 30 and you taking the bitch to the prom, you need to be beat upside your motherfucking head.
Exactly. You rolling back and forth from the high school.
Right.
You are 32.
I got a bitch in every high school in the city. Fuck wrong.
That nigga about to turn 32 on his birthday right past high school.
Right. Motherfucker.
Of course the motherfucker gonna love your car and all that. You 32, nigga, fuck wrong with you.
But you got youngers out here that was doing that.
That really want those people. Yeah, you're right.
So
that's why I said we're gonna have a real. I want to get some females on this too. That's a real deep joint where it's real open, it's real different categories to this shit, but all of them is put in one. It's funny as shit.
Because that's some wild shit. This is a motherfucker, this some old ass niggas out here with some motherfuckers. Like I'm saying, if you're like 40 and you got a 25-year-old, then I'd say, you know, if you're 40 and you got a 20-year-old, I'll say go on with your bad self. You know what I'm saying?
That's some different shit.
That's some different shit because that's a grown motherfucker then. But if you're like 40 and you know, she like even 16,
18, 17, and shit, man, you tripping.
18, I might let you get away with because you're considered an adult. You know what you're doing. But you're 45 and got a 17-year-old, I might kick in your ass myself.
It's just crazy.
Yeah,
me personally, like I always say, when I get older, like when I get 60 or some shit like that, I'm just gonna be hammering hoes. You know what I'm saying? But I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna be hammering no bitches that's in their 20s and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like 50. I ain't
yeah, I'm paying for bitches. I'm telling y'all now, I'm paying for pussy. When I get 60, I'm paying for pussy.
You sound like motherfucking Pops.
I'm not even joking. I'm not hiding it. I'm not doing it. I'm letting bitches know when I see them. Do you? You say your ass? If you do, give me a call. Leave me a message because I'm gonna hit you.
Hey, you know that's what killed Pops.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go out the way I came.
And
some Aratus.
I said, Pops a motherfucking, Pops is known for triggers. I said, Pops are bisexual. I said, what? Yeah, Pops are bisexual. That motherfucker bisexual. Fancy motherfucker.
Ain't got no. Now, when I look back at it, like you just said, when you look back at your uncles and your fathers when they used to say all that shit, I understand what they're saying now. Like, I ain't got time to be out there winding down no hoes and try to convince her that I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Now, I gotta fuck, and I'm paying here. Well, how much? How much again? I'm in and out. I'm too old for the games. You know what I'm saying?
Swag speak for itself. That was something.
Too old for the games now, baby.
But yeah, that's
appreciate everybody, man, be tuning into our podcast. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. Facebook for sure. Facebook, all that good shit we do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. We missed y'all Tuesday, man. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Don't follow us. Subscribe to us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, hit the goddamn button.
I'm Rabbit Jones. I'll be here every day. Every time y'all think about politics, we here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hoodviewpolitics. We looking for that nigga Rail to come on and speak your mind and say you love Trump and stop playing with us. Debate us eye to eye. But you saying you love Trump and we debating that. Not saying you don't love Trump, then defend Trump. We don't understand that no more. We don't get that no more, bro. What is wrong with that? I don't get that. How can you defend him and say, I don't like him though? What is that?
You don't like him.
But then you throw him into everything? I don't get that, bro. It's confusing. I ain't gonna lie. It's confusing.
A lot of.
They say you're a Democrat that beat the shit out of Biden? How that works?
I say this. A lot of people out here with this dumb shit they be talking about. They just say shit to go against the grain.
We need you on here. Rally Rail. Radical Rail, come on here, baby. This is the podcast for this.
You know what?
Let yourself go.
You know what? Since you
Trump
said
lover,
that,
you.
I got a tweet I say.
Trump lover, motherfucking my man there.
I got-
Radical Real is a
I
Trump
got a
lover.
tweet I took a motherfucking screenshot,
Trump lover real.
and it was that motherfucker.
Hoodviewpolitics, baby.
That motherfucker Too Raw, Too Real say.
Twice a week, baby. You know what I'm saying? Twice a week.
When people ask me what the Biden-Harris administration has done for the black community, anti-lynching bill, $35 cap on insulin, $7 billion in HBCUs, 4,781 loans to black-owned businesses in fiscal year 2023, equating to $1.45 billion, and Ketanji Brown Jackson on the Supreme Court. Now that's what he done for black people.
You
That's
just
just
fucking believe it.
You know, I had to read that out. I had to read that one off.
You best believe it. Hoodview Politics, HVP, baby.
Fuck,
Tony, the #1 soul brother, baby.
right on.
I'm Rad B.I.D. Jones.
Right on.
And holla at your boys when it comes to politics. We coming to you from the mud.
And yeah, this is our last part of this year. So when we see y'all again, it'll be the new year.
Happy New Year's.
Yeah, happy New Year.
You, your family for sure.
And look,
And let's get this motherfucking race cooking, baby.
yeah, we're gonna,
Let's get this race
we
cooking.
start doing some big things here in
Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts.
2025,
Real soon, baby.
2024.
Holla at your
I'm
boys.
year ahead.
Politics for sure, baby.
Woo.
I see y'all. I see y'all watching us. I see y'all getting our views up. I like it. Subscribe to us, though. You know what I'm saying, dog? Leave a comment so we can engage. We love engaging in this politics shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a MAGA. Holla at your boys if you're MAGA. We love you. You know what I'm saying, dog? We love that.